Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at banning TikTok, but mostly we're poor at making art. My name is Isaac.
And my name is Benj. And today we're going to draw TikTok ban.
Yes,
Because that's the most trending topic right now.
and that's what we're all about, being trendy.
Mm-hmm.
Trendy.
That's what we were thinking.
Uh-huh.
We were debating what's more trendy right now. Presidential inauguration or TikTok ban?
And we think the TikTok ban is
Has
probably...
more puns.
It's got more people up in arms, and yes, it is something easier to draw,
Yes.
you know? Plus, I mean, not to say that the inauguration is not a big deal, because it specifically affects us in this room.
Yes.
Many of you may know that Benj is the new duly elected Artist General of the United States.
And we're going to have someone come to the studio tomorrow to swear me in.
It's true. The swearing in process for the Artist General is, how do I say this? It's much more pathetic than the presidential
There's not
one.
going to be cameras.
There's no cameras. There's no audience. We don't get to stand on the steps of the Capitol building or anything
No.
like that. You'd
They
think
just-
they'd at least invite us down to the, National Art Gallery or the Smithsonian or...
They just show up wherever we are.
Yep, which is nice because that means, less
Mm-hmm.
travel, less...
Yep. They're going to bring down the George Washington crossing the Delaware for me to swear in on.
But not the one you've seen. The original black and white copy.
yes. Because
Washington.
there's two that were made originally.
Uh-huh.
One was, well, they were both black and white.
Yeah,
Right. because
obviously.
But then one was colorized.
Yes,
with
back in the
color-
1950s, the Great Color Movement, which ruined America.
Yeah. But the other one was kept safe
Mm-hmm.
and secure. I'm going to enforce that they bring that one.
It has been locked in a vault, little did it know, waiting for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
For the first ever Artist General to be sworn in with his hand on the ink.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Then we're gonna move on to the first orders of business for the Artist General.
Which my first order of business will, of course, be to remove that little red and blue shadow from the TikTok logo.
Yes, the TikTok logo was so close to being in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for those two nasty little colors.
Yep. Elon already did my job for me with the Twitter logo.
Yeah, that
Changing it to just black and white.
black and white, beautiful. Nobody objects to him changing it at all.
Yeah, it was 100% accepted by all people.
And then we'll move on to things like Facebook logo being changed to black and white, and the Instagram one needs to calm down. If you ask me, it's so bright in your face, like it hurts my eyes to look at it.
And then the flag.
The flag.
Like some even think you should do the flag first as most important. But here's a few things. One, there's a chance that we'll be adding two more stars.
It's true.
that
You don't want to change the
there's-
flag design and then have to add.
yeah. There's the rumor mill is going around about
Yeah.
extra, two or three.
The Canadian star and the Greenland star are
Yeah.
going to get added. And how are they going to fit those in?
And once you're just buying up random things, who knows what else you might add?
Puerto Rico might finally want to get in on this. Once they hear the flag is going to be black and white,
Yeah.
I think they're really going to be in on
Right,
it.
like we might get most of Europe
Yeah.
joining in on this.
Because who doesn't want to be part of the first ever black and white
And
flag?
South America,
Oh yeah, they're basically America
they're
anyway.
practically they have it in their name. They may as well join the black and white flag.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just with all that possibility, I don't want to rush the flag. I don't need to be redesigning the flag every day or anything like that.
No, it's very true. So first we go with the social media logos, then we move on to bigger and better things.
Yes.
But here's the thing: the TikTok one is going to be especially controversial because your first day as Artist General, you're going to be changing the logo of a social media platform that is banned in our country.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not going to be banned for long.
Not probably not, but I think especially once they see the new logo, people will be like, you know what? I'm more okay with wasting away my life on TikTok. You know,
Yeah,
at least it's got a wholesome looking logo.
yeah. The difference of whether you click on an app or not, and you wake up in the morning, you go click on your app.
Yeah,
The black and white app just calls you so much more than those lame colored app.
I know it does for me. I personally have my phone permanently in black and white mode, so all of my app logos look black and white. But you can tell,
Right? Yeah,
you can feel
You
it.
can tell that they were designed
Yeah, you
without black and white.
you can see all the different shades, of grays, and it's just disgusting.
Like it needs to just
black
be,
and white.
Yeah, like black and white mode is not true black and white.
Exactly right.
Not designed black and white.
No, it's really not. Just think about it like this. What's everybody's favorite bear? Panda bears, right? Because they're black and white. Like black bears is probably what you thought we were getting at.
Or
Polar
polar
bears.
bears.
But panda bears are both of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Even if they're arguably sometimes not a bear.
But
But right now they are.
they are a bear. They are the Lord's bear. You know?
Right now, science considers
Yeah.
them a bear. Mm-hmm. That changes like every other year, but
The good Lord knew what he was doing. He's like, I'll make a black bear, I'll make a white bear, I'll make a white and black bear. And those will be people's favorite bears.
yeah.
And then there's other bears to tempt you. You know?
Yeah, like the brown bear.
And a
But
red
that-
panda, like my
well,
gosh.
Well, that's not a bear at all.
Yeah, but like it
has
has
the
the
word
name
panda
bear.
in it.
Yeah, but a red panda bear. It's like a raccoon. Anyway, see that's the temptation in the raccoon family. You know, every family of animals has something to tempt you away from the pure black and white
And
coloring.
raccoons are so close to being great, but there's too much gray. Like they're basically all gray. Like it would be so much better. Like, can you just picture in your head a raccoon, but remove the gray and make it white? How much cooler is that raccoon?
I think just about everything. People look at zebras and they're like, "That is a cool looking donkey,
way
horse
cooler than a
thing."
donkey horse thing.
You know, because it's black and white. Like if it wasn't that, like no one looks at like a slightly smaller horse with an ugly face and is like, you know what, that's cool looking.
Yeah, no.
But if you give it black and white stripes, suddenly one of the coolest animals. You ask,
Like
you ask many
like
a school age child what their favorite animal is, they'll be like, it's a zebra.
Compare like a leopard to like a snow leopard.
Gosh, so much
It's
cooler.
just so much.
Black and white makes everything better, which is why the logos change, the American flag changes, and we make America black and white again.
Yes.
That's what we ran on as artist general candidates, and I believe that Benj is going to do the right thing with me at the dual desk we've requested for his new office.
I mean, and you'll just be one of the many.
Yeah, but
Are we calling them soldiers?
we're calling them uniformed officers of the.
Yeah. But you'll be at the joint desk but just one of the.
Well, like there's our desk, and then there's like a bunch of school desks.
Yeah.
Black and white school desks. That
Yeah. But
I guess-
officially, you're the same as all the ones.
Yeah. But I get to
But a
stay,
cooler
but like
desk.
because the two poor artists.
Yeah.
You know, like sure only one of the. See, that's one of the things I'm looking to change once we gain the ear of the president.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, Mr. President,
Like
we could do a better job if there was like a dual position.
Yeah, like
you
it
know,
should be a
two
joint-
artist generals.
Yeah, it should be like a
no
joint
vice,
position.
no vice artist general, two artist generals.
Yeah, and
You know.
we can't like that's not first order.
No,
Because it. But we'll gain the trust and make it.
yeah. Once he sees the new flag, once he sees the new TikTok logo,
Yes.
he's gonna be like, "I want you boys sharing a desk and a title."
Right.
That's what he's gonna say. That's it. It's real quick.
And then
He didn't give much time to the artist general, nor should the president. Although,
yeah,
once he sees
has,
the great changes we make for the country,
I don't want to say he has more important things, but he has different things.
he
to worry
thinks
about.
the other things are more important. We haven't.
Yeah. We'll eventually prove to him otherwise.
People will
But
start to
either
see.
way, he just trusts us.
Uh-huh.
Like he doesn't need to be involved in everything we do.
No, exactly. I picture that by the next inauguration, it'll be like, we're gonna swear in the president on the steps, and then the moment you've all been waiting for, the new artist general will be sworn in afterwards on the black and white copy of Washington crossing the Delaware.
Well, I'm gonna start drawing because
Ooh, that was like exactly 10 minutes.
we need to follow our whatever
Our
we
New
said.
Year's abstentions.
Yes.
Yeah, we are doing art, doing well with art.
Something was on the page.
It might have just been the white ink background
before 10 minutes, or right at 10 minutes, just like we promised.
That's yeah, we're doing well. We're better than last year. Gosh, last year.
Just as promised.
So TikTok ban.
Yeah, TikTok
because despite spending the first 10 minutes of this video talking about the inauguration and being artist general, we know you're probably sick of hearing that now. You're really not sick about hearing about the TikTok ban, I'm sure, over the last few days.
No, yeah. You guys are just starting to...
How future-proof do you think this video is going to be? Like, when somebody tunes into Two Poor Artists, like, in a year, are they going to be like, oh, man, those Two Poor Artists really knew what they were talking about?
The relevant things.
Yeah. Or is it going to be like, oh, yeah, I forgot that even happened for 2 days?
It's probably...
Because really, isn't that what's happening right now? TikTok was banned officially, but then isn't the president, like, said he's going to unban it, like, immediately? Can the president even do that? I don't even understand. Yeah, I don't understand how laws work.
It's also, like, weird because it's, like, it's not an American company, but I know he wants it to be an American company. Like, I don't really know anything of what's going on.
I think his master plan is, like, I'm just going to ban something and then Elon can buy it.
Yeah.
Elon Musk I'm going to ban this company. It's going to go way down in price, and then we'll just pick it up and add it to the country. Kind of like Canada,
Right, yeah.
Canada's gone way down. Yeah.
We're going to ban Canada.
It's going to go way down in value, and then we're going to just scoop it up.
Yeah.
Like a scoop of ice cream on top of the cone that is America.
The American way.
It is the American way.
Our title...
To acquire our neighbors.
Is TikTok. Our title is TikTok ban, right?
TikTok ban.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So you've drawn a mouse, a loaf of bread, and... are those 2 loaves of bread? That is a mouse, isn't it?
They're all mice.
Oh. What's with the ears? See, I thought those were ears.
They aren't.
Ooh, these are creepy mice. Okay, I can kind of see now that one is facing us and the other 2 are looking... These are like weird Mickey Mouses.
Well, he is a mouse.
Oh, wait, why are they... Wait, so those aren't ears.
No.
These are the ears.
These are the ears.
Those are the eyes.
Yes.
Did you do eye first style?
No, I did the nose first.
Okay. It was hard for me to tell because I didn't know what was even being drawn. I've never downloaded TikTok. Have you?
Think I currently have it downloaded, maybe?
I think I was like, well, I wasn't born in the 2010s, so, like, do I even care?
I don't know if I've necessarily really used it.
Because, like, here's the thing. Even though technically it's banned, like, don't short little videos still exist on, like, Instagram and
what's the
YouTube?
Difference of TikTok and Instagram?
Like, did they go to TikTok first and then they eventually make it to the other platforms? Or
they're not banning it because they care about short videos existing.
No. See, but that's the thing. This is what confuses me. They banned, like, Vine ended, and that style of video disappeared from the face of the earth.
That's not true.
They pretty much did, though.
Because Musical.ly existed, and then TikTok existed. There's never a point in time where short videos didn't exist.
Yeah, but, like, you don't see 7-second videos really much anymore, like you did with Vine. Vine was, like, the main place that length of video existed.
Well, Musical.ly was like that.
What I'm saying is Vine going away pretty much killed that style of media. TikTok going away, I think, will be fine, because, like, it still exists 20 other places.
Yeah, I don't think anything will change, even if TikTok never gets unbanned. Like, the thing that will change is what app people use to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, one that I guess doesn't spy on us, which is there an app that doesn't spy on us?
Well, but the other apps are spying on us,
like,
from
America is like our own government spying on us. Isn't that
worse? Or at least their American companies are spying on us.
Is it worse or better for your own country to spy on you? I don't know. I've never thought about being spied on. If it's like my neighbor is spying on me or like someone else's neighbor is spying on me, which one's worse? I think it's weirder if someone else's neighbor is spying on you.
I think it's worse.
It means they've like heard of you and they've come to your house and they've got their binoculars and they're sitting in their creepy van.
I think in this case, it's worse for China to be spying on you than an American company.
What does China want to know about me? Like, they want to know me? Just watch my YouTube channel, which is ironically probably banned in China. You know, they ban poor art there. Mm-hmm. Darn freedom of speechless people.
They want color.
Mm-hmm.
They're very strong on promoting color in in China.
Yeah, the land of the color. Full.
Yep. That's why
their flag is so bright.
Mm-hmm. We really are hoping to change that, but it's hard when you're not even allowed in China.
It's true. They don't let poor artists in China anymore.
No.
They've got a big sign on the border that says "No poor artists allowed."
Yeah, especially you, Benjamin Isaac.
Yeah, it's you'd think that like that would boost our numbers in China, but again, I think you're like put in the stocks and they throw tomatoes at you if you watch us in China, so people just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a rough punishment.
It really is. It really is.
On a side note, we should bring that back.
Bring what back? Banning us?
No, just like throwing tomatoes at people we don't like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, can you be arrested for that?
Now you have to go to the Renaissance Festival to do it.
You do, you know? And every time you're there, like, the person who you throw tomatoes at the Renaissance Festival, like, you know, they give you mean quips back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you throw like your grandmother after her hip replacement. You know, things like that. And you're like, how did he know? My grandma had a hip replacement, you know? And you're like, oh, I guess.
Most grandmas do.
I guess it's just, like, you know, playing the odds. But, like, if we did that for real, you're like, what law does that violate? Like, cruel and unusual punishment law, probably? That's one of the amendments.
It would be an unusual punishment, right?
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I understand banning cruel punishments, but unusual ones?
Yeah, like what counts as unusual?
Like, who's determining what's unusual? You know, I personally feel like if you sit someone down and you're like, you're going to watch the whole length of the Two Poor Artists videos, like, that's an unusual punishment.
Yeah.
It's also is it cruel?
It's hard to say.
The early videos with the bad audio quality, would be, their ears would fall off and you'd be like, I don't know, that punishment was kind of cruel. Are these the three blind mice?
Yeah. And they're protesting, they're saying ban.
Or is it ban, like, you know, like showing respect to someone in anime? Ban Benj.
No. Ban the tick.
How is TikTok spelled? Is that it? It's gross, whatever it is.
No more.
He's like, why didn't they not even spell TikTok right? Is it just like a poor Chinese translation? Is that the problem? You know?
Or like what? Yeah, like what were they trying to do? Is it just like a word in Chinese that we don't know?
Yeah, I think they just don't know how to spell the sound a clock makes.
It's like,
so wait, why are the three blind mice like very into banning TikTok? Like, because people make videos of them, they don't like it?
No, they don't know what they can't watch TikTok. They don't know what TikTok is.
Oh.
They don't like the clock.
Oh.
And they heard that people were asking for the ban of TikTok, and they're like, we want that. This clock is a menace, and we want to ban it. That ticking and that talking that it does.
Is there something about a clock in the Three Blind Mice? You ever read the Three Blind Mice lyrics? It's quite disturbing. You know, like, why? It's like so many nursery rhymes and stuff that you just, if you really think, your clock is going to have so many more numbers than it should. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 13 o'clock. It's like military time, but not.
There's also
Like-
12 at the top. Yeah,
That's a terrible clock. No wonder they want it banned. It's like, why is it ringing 13? Like, because, they can't see the clock.
No.
They have to go by the old-timey, like, how many times was the chime? 7 chimes. It's 7 o'clock. But they're like, why is it chiming 13 times?
Yeah.
Why is
And then
14 and then 12 again?
It's already rang 12.
Yeah, like, it's never
Yeah,
right.
they hate it.
Yeah. But seriously, you ever read The Three Blind Mice nursery rhyme?
I have.
They ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Who reads this to their children? Gosh. It's just all about mutilating tails. It's gross.
They're on a table, a wavy table.
Oh, yeah. There's no straight tables. Although, I really don't understand how the bottom of the table curled up over the top.
And he's standing like on a book.
I am a little. Are you getting like you're getting like Hickory Dickory Dock and Three Blind Mice mixed, I think.
They're all nursery rhymes. They're all related.
Yeah, but like one is about a clock and a mouse. They're not blind. Hickory Dickory Dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 14. The mouse ran down. Hickory Dickory Dock, you know the one.
Yeah.
That's not this. This is Three Blind Mice.
But yeah, but
And you drew at least one of them with a tail, which is not canon. I guess the one on the left is.
they had tails at one point.
Yeah, but not the farmer's wife, Ben.
Well, they had to have tails for them to get.
To be fair, if
So-
I had mice in my house protesting my clocks,
Yeah.
I might get rid of them too. Like
The mice.
I don't like. Yeah, mice are a problem. Protesting mice are a big problem.
Yeah.
Protesting blind mice who do that to your table.
Yeah, one of these mice is the mice from the Hickory Dickory Dock.
See, I never knew there was a crossover, but that makes total sense, right?
And then he brought his blind friends.
You say that blind mice just have blind friends? Is this
Well, they hang
the
out.
blind leading the blind?
Yeah,
Literally?
they all hang out together.
How they? Yeah, I mean,
mean,
because they
maybe-
never know what time it is.
Yeah,
How'd they even meet up on time? They're like, meet me at 14 o'clock.
yeah. Well, one of them just got there way early. Just waited for the others.
One of them got there 12 hours early because he showed up at 12, but not the right 12.
Yeah, it's a real confusing when you say meet me at 12.
Yeah, you don't. That's a bad time to meet.
Yeah, and then just because.
Oh, that's versus the rest of this drawing that had a major purpose behind it.
Yeah, there's gonna be.
Your straight lines are beautiful today.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that one's good. That one's not half bad.
And then just
It's like your whole house is made out of soggy paper mache. Like that one rat mouse is going to just fall straight through that table at some point. Oh yeah, no. Good 3D-ness to it.
yeah.
Wow, I can really tell they're in a box now.
Mm-hmm. Well, like they're in a house. It's a house.
Are they way closer to us than the clock, or are they
Yeah, they're
really
on a,
big
they're
blind
on
mice?
a table right up close to us.
And the clock's
clock's like in the back of the room corner.
Uh-huh.
Like maybe even a different room. It's like this is like the dining room, and that's like the living room that's connected to the dining room.
What kind of wood is that table made out of? Like,
Well, like this part's real strong.
real strong.
Like
Yeah.
it's some sort of like ironwood.
It's also I've never thought of ironwood. There's a street near us called Ironwood.
Mm-hmm.
I've never once thought of it, what it means. It can't mean that, right?
Is there like
An actual ironwood?
Ironwood, like the actual name of
It's like a nickname for like oak or something, like a tough. What's that wood? It's an ironwood. I would imagine here in the Arizona desert, there's a wood called ironwood. It only can grow in the desert.
The desert ironwood.
No, let me see.
It's a thorny, slow-growing, and long-lived tree.
What?
Native to the western Sonoran Desert.
Just to be fair, I have lived my entire life within 5 miles of Ironwood Road. Never once realized it was a real plant.
Yep, it's one of our plants. Oh, and it's like a redwood.
It's beautiful.
It's known for its dense, heavy heartwood.
Ooh, heartwood. That's
Yeah.
another title we should draw. Dude, we just discovered. You never knew this either.
No, of course
we
not.
both lived within
knew.
5 miles of
I
Ironwood.
knew of Ironwood.
I just assumed it was a.
or the Ironwood Cancer Research Center.
Huh.
That's just named after the road.
After the road,
It's
which is
on.
named after the tree.
Yeah.
I've never
Which
seen one of these
it's
trees
also
to my knowledge.
interesting because Ironwood is right next to Arbor Street.
What?
And I've never even thought of.
We also have mesquite. Mm-hmm. Don't we?
Yeah, but
That's a tree. I
I
knew
knew
that was a
that
tree.
was a tree,
Right?
because I'm allergic to that tree.
Huh. Well,
Now I need to look up how to spell TikTok. I know you already
you
looked
already
that up.
spelled it right there.
Did I? Which way? I spelled it.
Oh, yeah,
I spelled
you
it
did.
different every time.
I just gotta say, I'm actually really impressed that those blind mice were able to write those signs so well. Unless we're assuming that they got a non-blind mouse to write the sign.
write
for
them.
I'm just
And maybe
impressed,
they
honestly,
did.
if any mouse writes a sign.
And probably as you should.
No one's standing on a book because you
Yeah.
drew them too high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
one of those-
was the book was always meant
Yeah,
to
it was
be
always
there,
meant to be there.
but yeah, we just didn't know it until you drew that table,
Yeah.
and I use that word table very loosely. At least now we know it's made out of ironwood.
See, I had this issue where I was about to write my name. I wrote a V.
TikTok binge.
I wrote a V, and I knew the next letter was going to be an N.
Oh my
so I wrote
gosh.
an E.
I can see ban. I can also see bench.
Yeah.
It's a ban bench. Yeah. You think anybody will be protesting your inauguration tomorrow outside the studio?
I kind of.
You think that the color party will be out there with their picket signs, protesting,
if they're
wearing
not,
tie dye?
if they're not, then what are they doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
right?
Why aren't they? This is the time.
This is the time, right?
We live in the land of the free, where you can and should protest.
You should.
Maybe challenge me to a duel.
Oh,
Go Old West. Is it illegal to challenge someone to a duel now?
I mean, challenging them to a duel. Could you get arrested for being I challenge you to a duel? Is that a threat that could get you arrested?
right?
Because if they're no, thank you, I'd rather not duel.
and then you're just oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But then what if you actually duel? If you both agree
yeah,
to
and
a duel,
and one of you kills the other
and it's at high noon,
by pistols or swords or
Yeah.
lightsabers or something.
right?
Does the other person
Like-
go to jail? Or it's no, this was
is
an
it-
agreed
this was
upon.
an agreed upon
contract.
Can you go up to the sheriff and be can you observe our duel?
I
that
feel
we
you'd get
agreed
in
on.
trouble. You'd have to find an official dueling spot. Mm-hmm. We don't. This is the problem with the way our cities are designed now. You can't just stand in the middle of the street,
Right.
Because there's people and cars,
right?
And,
Well, and
Street
you wouldn't,
lights.
you wouldn't have a tumbleweed going between you.
I know, right?
You need the tumbleweed.
There must be
But the thing is,
in Arizona. There must be an official dueling ground somewhere.
'cause it used to be legal,
Yeah.
right?
Is it not now?
100%. Did the law change at any point?
Are we?
Was
First of all, are we saying it was legal, or are we saying that they just we're yeah, this is what we do? We're not gonna stop them.
but was there a law that specifically said you can't? Duel
This
someone?
is the important questions we should look up.
Yeah, and that especially now that I'm
Yeah, you
Or
hold a
better.
political office.
if
someone-
it's legal, then
yeah,
people
you're
should be
right.
challenging me regularly.
Yeah, a duel.
And then am I honor bound to accept these duels?
I don't know if I don't think. See, that's the thing. Do you
And then-
have to accept?
And then the other question, can the president can he just be dueled all the time?
But,
Like,
like,
obviously,
I
he can
think
just say no,
you have
but
to
then
accept,
does that
yeah.
mean he's a wimp?
No, see, that's the thing. I don't know.
Like, no, I'm too important to duel you.
Yeah, you'd be like, you're kind of pompous. You're yellow.
Yeah.
You're a coward. You're
Like, can we go and
Back to the
like,
Future
and
style.
maybe, like, if he's in Washington D.C., like, did they ever duel? I don't know. But what about like the governor, the Arizona governor,
Maybe this is why,
or the
like,
mayor, like the mayor of AJ? He would accept a duel.
well, the mayor of AJ would like.
like,
I have a feeling he duels people regularly.
yeah,
I've never met the mayor. I've seen his car once, but I've never actually met him.
yeah.
I assume he has to. This also brings up interesting questions about the Secret Service. Do you think the Secret Service was put in place for when the president said yes? They were there just to jump in front of him, so he stays,
Right, yeah.
honorable, but doesn't
also
die.
doesn't die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then,
But would that be honorable?
I mean, it's honorable for both people, I think. The president keeps his honor. The Secret Service agent who died keeps his honor. Mm-hmm. I think it's just, there's so much honor.
I mean, there definitely is a point, though, because it's like the president wouldn't accept a duel from just a random nobody.
Yeah, I think it would have to be
Because,
somebody
like,
like
there's a-
equal.
Yeah,
like
'cause-
if the vice president challenges the president to
because,
a duel.
Because, like, it doesn't have to be 100% equal, but it has to be, like, within the realm.
Just the drama of, like, they're in the Senate. And suddenly the president comes in and someone's like, I don't agree with you, president. And he's like, what are you going to do about it? And they're like, I challenge you to a duel on the steps of the, Capitol building.
We'll decide this by honor.
Oh, yeah. Right? And then the Secret Service people are like, drawing straws.
Who's gonna
Yeah, it was,
jump in front?
because it's not even like a question of if someone's going to. And are they using guns? Because, like, I feel like there's more honor in a good old-fashioned sword fight.
Right, yeah.
Like, when did that stop being a thing? I mean, it's like the Wild West, right?
Yeah.
People were like, I challenge you to a duel, and then the other person just, like, shot them. And they're like, well, I guess we're not using swords anymore. This guy shot me.
Yeah, I mean, if someone challenged me to a duel, I would, draw guns.
See, the thing is, there are presidents who have been involved in duels as president.
Right.
Like, this...
Yeah, like, it used to be a
It
regular,
was a
normal thing.
When did we get so lame?
And then at some point, it somewhat, like, Abraham Lincoln didn't fight in any duels, but he did get regularly challenged, like, boxing matches.
Man, things used to be so much cooler. This is obviously before color.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, color ruined everything, made everyone wimps. That's what I say.
I think it did. I think this is the
I'm
proof.
gonna save this drawing.
I think here's the thing that scares me. It's gonna put a real temptation, because you're artist general, duly elected artist general, voted by the people. But I also kind of wanted to be artist general. So, like, there's going to be this temptation for the next 4 years of, like, do I duel you ever? I don't want to duel you. I'm happy to be one of the 6,000 uniformed officers that shares a desk with you. I vow to not...
But are you a wimp for not dueling me?
Yeah, right? Like, do people expect me to duel you?
Yeah, like
my voters probably expect it.
Like, do people was it a regular thing? Well, I guess back originally the person that didn't become president was vice president.
Yeah.
But when they stopped doing that,
Yeah.
and like, did the person that didn't become president duel? Like, was that like, what's more honorable, to duel or not to duel?
That is the question.
Because, like, there's the sense of, like, oh, I lost, so I won't, you're the better man.
Like,
I accept that, and that's honorable. But also, like, is it not honorable to be like, but I'm better. I am the better man.
But like, I think there's something about if you've done a whole election and you lost, it's just kind of petty to then duel.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, people do it, but.
Like, so you're
like, if you win that duel, people still don't like you.
Yeah, right, because you still lost. And then there's like, well, now you're just the guy.
Yeah,
like, okay, you
won the duel,
which brought you up a little bit because clearly you're better.
You're honorable, a little more honorable, but you're not honorable.
Yeah. Like we still don't want you to be president.
No. So then someone else has to duel you, and then that person gets all the honor.
Well, the vice president would still become president.
Oh yeah,
Like that, he has to duel the vice president too.
How many people can you duel in a row?
And then he has to duel the Speaker of the House.
It's like
then he has to duel how many people does he have to duel before he just becomes president?
It's that thing where it's like, you know how they're always like, well, this person is 112th in line to become president. You know, like if 112 people die, this, you know, like the Postmaster General becomes president.
Right.
Postmaster General has like, it doesn't get any lower than that. No one wants to be Postmaster General.
No.
Someone who's like, what do you do? Collect stamps, you're Postmaster General. You know?
Right.
Like, and they're like, oh, I don't even know. And that's why the post office is so messed up. Because like the person running it is just like a stamp collector who was given
the look of stamps.
Exactly right. But that person also has nowhere to go but up. So like 112 duels later, they're president.
Right.
The odds of getting that far. But every, think of the bracket. You know? You're talking about March Madness. This is the real March Madness, right? Like, by March, I will be president, you know? Like,
will he make it? Or will someone beat him out in the duel?
The Postmaster General has everyone knows the Postmaster General is going to duel his way to the top.
Yeah, he's going to try to be president.
But also, like, at that point, you have like a serial killer who's become president.
Right.
I don't know if that's good either. So
he was a stamp collector that just murdered 120 people.
Yeah, and you're like,
but they're not murders. They were official duels.
Yeah.
And the other person could turn it down.
Yeah, but if like
they're just a win.
Yeah, but like
you're gonna turn.
If you're gonna turn down the postmaster,
like, come on,
what's he gonna do? Give you a paper cut?
You're afraid of him,
man. That person instantly.
If he challenged me to a duel, I think what
has to happen is someone immediately has to challenge the postmaster to a duel.
Yes,
you know they have to like just.
Is that my new job? Like now that I think
you're the newest position. You're 113th to the president.
Like so, do I have to go into?
Oh man, what this all boils down to, I think, is after you're sworn in. I imagine just like someone getting out of a mail truck. And being like, I'm here to put a stop to this before it even starts. And then you have to see the good thing about being artist general, and the thing that I'm actually relieved about is you're going to be like, all right, on the count of 3, we draw.
Yes,
you know, and then you each draw I'll paint a picture. Yeah. You know, like
you draw a gun.
You draw like on a piece of mail.
Yeah.
This is like a new American tradition that's about to be born. You know, the postmaster and the artist general have to duel.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a drawing.
And it's on a piece of mail.
And each of the new drawings gets turned into a new stamp.
Yes.
And it's like a fun.
Yeah.
So look forward.
But the winner is one position higher towards presidency.
Yeah, I think you just trade positions.
You don't trade positions. We still do our current job,
but like you change rankings.
Change rankings closer.
You're like, I'm now 112th and you're now 113th.
Yeah.
You just shake on it and you go your ways and nobody ever sees the Postmaster General again.
Right.
You know? But here's the thing. I'm thinking 4 years from now, you're going to be like third in line. The position will be like, it will have gained so much prestige in America.
Right. Yeah.
The people are like, I don't know. Why don't we just make him president? And you're like,
right after
such a good artist.
Of the House.
Yeah.
Be like Vice President, Speaker of the House, me.
Yes. Speaker of the House, also known as the Vice President. No, that's the Senate. Yeah. I don't know my American.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident Speaker of the House is the third in line, but it's never been done, so it's like I don't really know that for sure. The only time that the president and the vice president didn't become president, it was like a big conspiracy thing. So it was like some FBI agent became president.
All right, I think it's time for me to draw something.
Yes, I think it is. Our video is now at the point that some of our videos have ended.
Oh my gosh! All right, but I mean, I think
there's so much to talk about.
We really worked some things out for the country, though. You know, it's important that people know these things, and we should really go look up the actual laws about dueling, like before people get any ideas.
I like how we are calling this TikTok ban, and we're drawing TikTok ban, but neither of us know anything about TikTok or the ban, so we're just.
Does anybody know? TikTok was banned, guys. You clicked on the video. Now we're talking about the inauguration of the artist general. This is. and dueling. Things you actually care about. Things you actually want.
And even if we were to start talking about TikTok now, it's 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like,
people have tuned out. All the big TikTok ban fans are already disappointed and gone.
Searching TikTok ban. Have already
I
just
think that means we did good.
And if you haven't left,
congrats.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Here. Thank you, maybe. Is that...
This is like cheek first.
It's a very pointy cheek.
Well, it's a very pointy creature I'm drawing.
Are those... What's the top things? Like ears? Like, is this a bunny?
No, they're above its head.
Above its head?
Yeah, it's a complicated critter. How do you draw a snout? Where does the snout start? Like from
I don't think bunnies have snouts.
It's not a bunny. No one said it was a bunny.
You said it's above its head. Is it a bunny?
I don't want to tell you what it is.
Nose?
Yes.
Did it swell?
It didn't swell. There was no swelling. Nothing is swollen.
And you're sure it's not like a sub?
I mean, it does resemble a sub sandwich. I will admit that. This is a crocodile. Okay, I'm going to sum it up. Not a bunny mixed with a sub sandwich.
So
he's standing.
Those top things are supposed to be part of the eyes?
I guess. Well, just go look at a crocodile. I imagine this is
they have the bump things. I think are the eyes.
They're above the eyes. They're like the elongated eyelashes.
Is it a crocodile or an alligator?
It's a crocodile.
I want to make sure I'm looking up the right...
Kind of anthropomorphic now that I'm really thinking about how I'm drawing them. Long tail. Goes off screen.
They don't have bump things. They have eyes. I mean, they have like bumpy features, like their skin. I think you drew a bunny mixed with the crocodile.
I mean, I'm okay with that. As long as you understand that this is a croc.
Because like you look at a picture of a crocodile, like the tallest thing is the eye. Like the eye is supposed to be above its head.
The alligator? Am I thinking of an alligator then? I don't know. I mean, I get that these are way higher than I intended them to be. Like, it's not what I was going for originally. Can you tell he's sad?
No.
All right, time for a crocodile tier.
He looks disappointed.
He's okay. Good. I was going for at least mildly upset.
Alligators have it's more so their eye.
Okay. This is a crocodile.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I just feel like the eyes should be inside those bumps at the top. Is what I'm saying. Okay, now he's. I mean, how
he has a crocodile tier. Crocodile tier.
Oh, so
they don't call it that for nothing. Well, no, he is.
But the crocodile tier is a fake tier. Like, it's not sad.
No, I think real crocodile tiers are. I think people just misinterpret them. Because people are like, "Oh, this crocodiles can't feel." You know how people say that.
Yeah,
you're at the zoo, and the zoologist, the zookeeper, animal keeper, the crocodile wrangler, the crocodile hunter, person who swims with the crocodiles.
Yes.
Person who cleans their cages, the ones who feeds them.
Are these all different people?
No, it's all the same role.
Okay.
They have a lot of hats they wear. Yeah. They change hats every time.
They're basically all the same.
They have like a shelf of hats.
You're just like listing small, minor jobs within the overall.
They also lead the crocodile tour, and on the crocodile tour, they're like, some people think the crocodiles have a heart, but they don't. And then all the crocodiles, you hear them in the water. They're like weeping. They're like weeping, and the level of the water is rising from all the tears. And you're like, I don't know about this crocodile Dundee person, keeper, zoo. I think they can feel. I think you're hurting their feelings. And they're like, no, I'm a scientist. Crocodiles don't have hearts. They can't feel. That's just a bunch of crocodile tears. They're just trying to get your sympathies, and then they lure you in the water, and snap, 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 you're gone.
Right. But metaphorically or physically, they don't have a heart.
I think it's metaphorically, because physically, I think even the most hardened zookeeper admits that they actually have the blood pumping organ.
Right. Okay. But like metaphorically, they don't have a heart.
Metaphorically,
they have no emotions.
There's no, yeah.
They just eat, sleep, and be merry. But without the
marriage. They don't get married. There's no marriage in the crocodile world.
Yeah, just because they don't have emotions.
Whole bunch of heathens.
Yeah.
The point is, this is a crocodile, and he's sad.
Mm-hmm. Sad crocodile that's real wiggling.
Well, he's swimming.
Jiggling.
It's not. He's
jiggling, wiggling. Like, what is he in the air? Like, is he
no, he's swimming. He's in the water.
He's jumping and wiggling.
He's in the water. I haven't drawn the water.
Oh, okay. Is he on his side in the water?
Well, he's in a forward motion.
So, like, is he under the water?
Yes, partially.
Oh, okay. But he doesn't swim with his arms.
This is the crocodile, for the record. The one from Yield and Lore.
Mm-hmm.
The one with whom Pan and Hook mingled.
Oh, okay.
Not mingled, that's the wrong word. They existed, cohabitated the same land of never. I
don't know if I've ever seen a crocodile underwater, like with enough water that it can swim up. You know what I mean? Like, usually they're like...
You ever watch The Crocodile Hunter? They jump out of the water and stuff. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Because they can, they can jump really high.
This is like
usually they're just like in water that they can touch the ground of. Or
I think they float.
Yeah, they can float. But I just mean they're normally... Like, I've never seen them in water long enough that they can swim lengthways upwards. Like he must be really under the water.
I mean, not really. He's the one from... Oh, shoot, I spelled that wrong. Well...
Yeah, and that crocodile must have been, like, in the ocean. But, like, crocodiles don't go in the ocean.
Yes, they do.
Is there a saltwater crocodile?
Yeah, it's like the
the
most
ocean?
dangerous thing in Australia. They live all around Australia. In, like, the ocean.
In the ocean?
Yeah. This is why you don't go to Australia, you know? Pete, you shouldn't get in the ocean... period, because of sharks.
Right.
And stingrays, don't even get me started on those.
Mm-hmm.
But crocodiles in the oceans of Australia, it's like, you know, I don't know what the good Lord was thinking when he made Australia, but it was a punishment. It was like, you want to know a little bit about what hell's going to be like? Mm-hmm. Go visit the land down under. You know? Like, think about it. Why is it called the land down under? Because it has a lot in common with the land down under. You know what I mean? The Lake of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Their lakes in Australia probably on fire.
Probably.
I mean, like, I wouldn't put it... If someone told me tomorrow, you know, the lakes in Australia sometimes catch on fire, you'd be like, of course they do.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even think twice.
Mm-hmm.
They get spiders the size of, you know, dinner plates in your bed, snakes that coming out of everywhere, crocodiles, like... The fact that you can leave Australia is amazing, because it's just surrounded by death.
Right.
This is the one from Peter Pan, though.
Okay.
This is the crocodile from Peter Pan. The salt.
I think swimming with sharks would be fun, though.
You're wrong.
Crocodiles, crocodiles are terrible. Don't want to swim with them.
Of course not.
They don't have hearts.
Yeah.
Metaphorically.
No, they don't. They do. You've listened to too many zookeeper tour guide hunters.
Yeah, and all their tears are fake, and they will eat you the second you feel bad for them.
You really shouldn't give into propaganda like that.
But sharks, on the other hand, they're cool cats.
They are not cats at all, you monster. I would go swimming with cats. I would? They wouldn't like it.
No, you go swimming with a cat, you're getting hurt.
Well, like, it depends on the cat. There's like
you're getting...
There are some cats.
You're getting...
I would rather be clawed and scratched by a cat than, you know, dismembered by a shark.
Yeah, but a shark wouldn't do that.
It 100% would. Yeah. Go look at the stats. How many people are killed by cats in water every year? How many people are killed by sharks in water every year?
Probably more are killed by cats.
If there is a statistic that you can look up about how many cats kill people in water per year, I would be shocked. Anyway, let's get back to the drawing. So everybody knows that the crocodile from Peter Pan swallowed Hook's hand. Because, another lovely children's story, Peter Pan cuts off his hand and feeds it to the nearest crocodile.
Yeah, the usual thing.
And then somehow, I don't remember, is it Hook that feeds the crocodile a clock? Or was he holding a clock when his hand was cut off? Or I don't really know how the clock got in the belly. I just know it torments Captain Hook from that day on, because he's like, you hear the tick,
you
tick,
hear the
tick,
clock,
tick,
yeah,
tick.
because it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but like how?
I think he was holding a clock.
You think? See, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Like he was like, "What time is it?" And Peter Pan's like, "Slash in the water, in the crocodile."
Yeah,
you know how it goes in all the children's stories. Anyway, this crocodile is sad because in his, I guess, swamp.
Oh, so he's not wiggling. Those are sound waves.
Yes, those are sound waves.
Okay. See now, this is much more. Like I can see the like him swimming like this.
Okay, I'm glad we've finally.
Like I thought he was going to be like all the way under the water.
Silly.
Is that a goldfish?
It is.
It's sad. It's also crying.
Yeah, he's sad for the crocodile. He's here to enforce the TikTok ban. You know how it goes.
Like, did that fish just misunderstand what was actually banned?
No, I think they just really wanted people to know that TikTok is banned, so they put signs everywhere.
Right. But I'm saying, if the fish is enforcing it, was it misunderstanding what is banned?
I think the fish really doesn't understand the complex understanding of what the social media platform
So
TikTok
he's just
is.
like telling the alligator,
Yeah, like
you can't come in here. Look, it says
this fish is fully convinced that the ban is just for this crocodile.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, because like he's never seen a clock.
Yeah,
He just knows that this crocodile ticks and talks.
ticks and talks, and he can read that sign that says TikTok banned.
Yeah, because all animals can read
Yeah,
in drawings.
right.
I don't know what else to draw. There's some bubbles, maybe. Some little bubbles.
Where are the bubbles coming from?
It's best not to ask that question.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the sky is so empty. Maybe
Draw like a sun in the corner.
no, it's going to be an overcast day. You know.
I thought you said this was in Australia, though.
Well, they have a day.
Not London.
They have a day once in the, and it's like raining, just on this crocodile.
Just on the crocodile.
You know, it's really sad. It's supposed to.
Rainy on that side. Is it like sunny on the other side? Like where TikTok is banned, it's all
Yeah,
nice and sunny.
there's like rays of sunshine coming out from
Yeah.
a sun that you
Heaven.
can't see from heaven. Yeah. Okay. This drawing is immediately better, and now we can give it a name.
Yes. Which you kind of did
I did already. I know.
on the sign.
Yeah, but
You could just like put the quotes.
I
just for
spelled-
ban.
I spelled TikTok wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
Oh, wait, did you?
Well, I don't.
Yes, you did. It's a K. So change the C into a K.
Okay. How do I? Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, perfect is a word. Now I have to just make it look like that's how I draw K's.
TikTok is also one word.
Well, no, it's not. Okay, TikTok ban.
I'm gonna look up TikTok name meaning.
Yeah, like why is it called TikTok? That's an important question. You're not going to learn much from today's video other than you probably learned something about how to duel someone to become, more honorable.
Yeah.
But, like why is TikTok called TikTok? Especially if it's a Chinese company. I mean, like, let's be fair. If you want a company to go big in the world, you have to just name it something in English.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because everyone speaks English.
So in Chinese,
Oh, I think everything I just said is going to be proven wrong.
Douyin, which means shaking sound. And so then, so TikTok is
Shaking sound?
yeah, shaking
Oh, gosh. Like a maraca?
like a maraca.
think I need to draw a maraca in this drawing now. Hang on a second. I know normally we don't draw anything after the fact, but this is just too good to...
Also, apparently TikTok videos can range from 3 seconds to 60 minutes. I didn't know there were hour-long TikTok videos. I don't know what the whole point was that they were short.
Can you tell that's a maraca? No? Yeah, it's a maraca.
Yeah, but I guess its name is just meant to be... Like they had to change the name. Oh, apparently it could also mean vibrating sound.
Then why isn't that named like alarm going off? Because like you think of like an alarm going off, that's a shaking sound, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Tick tock, tick tock. That's not really. I imagine if you were standing like on Big Ben, the ticking of the clock would like shake you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When the gears that are ticking and talking are like bigger than you, maybe. I don't know. Maybe clocks work differently in China.
In 2009, there was a song called TikTok, spelled the way TikTok spells it, by Kesha. Who I think I've heard her name before. So
Yeah,
she might
no, I know the song TikTok.
Yeah, and apparently that is spelled the same way as TikTok.
I don't think I realized that, but... Huh.
Oh, it spent 9 weeks atop the Billboard.
Oh my
Top
gosh,
100.
I spelled TikTok wrong on the sign, too. Gosh. Hang on. There's so many things I have to fix in this drawing.
Yep, so I think they called it TikTok because they could. And it's...
Because of Kesha?
I don't know.
Kesha inspired a Chinese company to name their company Vibrating Movement Sound.
Yeah.
Shaking Sound.
Yeah.
Which then came to America, spied on us, and we had to ban it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we drew
I think that they were like, we want to spy on America, so we're going to make a popular app. And they're like, hey, you know that Vine and Musical.ly that both failed?
Yeah.
That's
We'll
what
do
we're
that.
going to do.
They'd be like, you know what their problem was? They didn't name it after a song from an artist from the early 2000s.
Yeah, what's popular in America?
That one.
That one song. That one time. We all like that. Let's name it after that. And also, it kind of sounds like a clock.
This makes me rethink the entire Two Poor Artists marketing strategy, because we really need to talk to the marketing team.
Like, we should start... we should change our name to match.
Be like what was another...
From 2000?
Yeah, like, what's another cool song from the early 2000s? Yeah.
Like,
be like
Ice Baby.
Maybe we'll be Two Poor Stacy's Moms.
Two Poor Stacy's Moms. Mm-hmm.
Tell me you wouldn't tune into that channel. Yeah.
Like, we're both Stacy's mom?
I guess. I feel like we'd get a real weird crowd 20 years later. And they'd be real disappointed by you and me being Stacy's mom.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think we'll run it by the marketing team.
Yeah, we'll see about that name change.
Yeah, tune in. And make sure you're, make sure you duel someone tomorrow for the inauguration.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a Nerf duel. You got some lightsabers.
Mm-hmm.
And next time we see you, Benj will be sworn in and things will start changing in this country.
How many...
Artistically.
How many people... Like, what's the least number of people would you have to duel to become president? Like, you as a nobody citizen, who is the lowest person that you could probably duel?
I think
and
it's
then
like...
from that position, how high up?
I think we're going like millions at this point.
Yeah.
Like, how many people between me and the mayor?
Right.
Where, like, I duel enough people and I'm mayor.
If you went to the mayor right now and challenged him to a duel, would he accept? Like, maybe.
Like, it would have to
go to the AJ mayor, challenge him. And
oh, yeah.
Then from
we know
there,
people every week.
You could challenge the Phoenix mayor.
But, like,
then become the governor. Here's
the main problem. I don't think, like, if we duel everyone in the city, we just become mayor. I don't think it's not like the royalty, you know? It's not like if the whole royal family has been dueled and is gone, now I'm next in line.
Right.
I'm just like a random citizen. Like, at what point are they like, literally, we've gone. There's no one left in the city to be anything. You're now everything.
You are the only
the mayor
person there.
Like, by default, it's not even that you want to be. You have to be mayor.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna come from the government asking who the mayor is. You're literally the only one. And I don't even know who this person is that's telling us this. I guess it's like the mayor of like an adjoining town.
Right.
They're like, we had a meeting with the mayor scheduled, and there's no mayor, and you're the only one left. So we're gonna meet with you, and you're now mayor
As a completely
of no one.
It's a completely unrelated thing. If an alien came to you and said, "Take me to your leader," who would you take them to?
Me? Who's my leader?
No, they clearly want to go to like the president.
Yeah.
But it's like, who would you take them to?
I would. Okay.
Like,
so here's what I would do.
I would ask them. You can't just like go to the president.
I'd ask them to go to their spaceship and shut the door. And I'd go up and I'd knock and I'd say, "Have you heard about Jesus?" And I'd be like, "Because that's my leader." And then
why do you have to?
Well, you have to do the whole you have to go to their door as like a traveling missionary. Knock, knock, knock. Have you heard the good word?
Yeah, because you can't tell someone
about my leader.
You can't tell someone about Jesus unless you're knocking on their door.
I think it's customary, like dueling.
Oh,
But who would I bring them to? Legitimately?
Yeah.
Who's my leader? I don't think I could bring them to the president. You know,
like would you bring them to your dad, who might have more connections? Like, I might consider bringing them to your dad. I feel like this is just
passing the buck at this point.
Oh, I know. Well, but that's what you have to do, because you can't bring them to the president.
You're like, I'm not qualified.
Could you get to the
bring
mayor?
You to our leader?
Yeah. Like, could you get them to the mayor, who might be able to then get them to someone that could get them to the president?
I think the mayor would probably be like the lowest on the totem pole.
Could the mayor even get them?
I think the mayor could get I think the mayor could get a meeting with the governor.
Yeah.
And the governor...
But even that would be like...
Yeah, like the governor would be like, I don't know, like in a few months we can meet, I guess. Like
if he called up, the governor is like, I have aliens. Like, they want to meet with the president.
I don't think the governor
Can you give me the president's number?
The governor, I think first of all, the governor wouldn't take that meeting, and you just wouldn't be mayor anymore. Yeah. They'd like send like the police to you, and I don't think they're stable enough. You know,
yeah.
Or do I go to like a police officer and I'm like, hey,
and just like, here's an alien, like he wants to meet the president. They want to meet
the leader.
Good luck.
This guy, this is the next step on the totem. My dad, and then the police, and then I would believe my dad knows someone. First of all, my dad is not like mayor.
No,
he's just more connected than I am.
He works in like the school network, so he has met mayors.
Yeah, I think what you and
I've never met the mayor.
Neither.
I don't like.
I've been in the same room as the mayor. He came to a room I was in. But here's the thing. I think what you and I really need to prepare for is the just overwhelming number of people that are now going to come to you with aliens.
Oh yeah,
because they're like, you're like 100.
I have the president.
You're either 113th or 112th.
Like now,
in line.
Now, like starting tomorrow, I can get them directly to the president.
And people are going to be like, you know who you should go talk to? The artist general. He's got nothing to do. This is, and then they'll be like, I think he'd actually really like this. You know? And then we can ask the aliens to, can you just give us a what do you call those things? A ray gun that erases color?
Right, yeah.
And then,
I'm sure they have that technology.
So basically what we're saying is if you know any aliens, starting tomorrow...
Bring them my way.
Uh-huh.
I will be your next step up towards president.
See you next time.
Bye.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.